You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is.
All right, all right,
Live,
all right.
uncut,
Lunchtime. Come on
unedited.
in real quick. We got some good talking, great discussion. Great discussion that's going on. Great discussion going on this afternoon. Many of you back off the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, and you're back at work and back on your normal schedule. The babies are back in school, and you have to drop the little bitty ones at the daycare. All right, let's get it going. We want to talk about relationship today, real quick. This is a lunchtime special. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is definitely live uncut. We're streaming by the way of YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook Live. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube, you can do so by going to Martin G. Johnson, just the way you see it on here on Facebook as well. So, all right, people, we want to have a great discussion this afternoon. I'm willing to take some calls if all possible. I don't want to push the button too much. Make sure you guys share the video. I'm sharing it now as we speak. I'm going to share it, and I want you guys to share it on your video, share it on your platform, and send it to someone, and that'll be great for me, great for you. If you can't watch it right now, you can always come back to it later. This is definitely live, uncut, unedited, unscripted. We don't have no script. We just move as the spirit have us to move, and that's the way we go, the direction we go. Sometimes we might get off topic, and sometimes we don't get off topic. We stay with the topic, and we're going to try to stay with the topic in a little short period of time. And we're going to pin the video up, and we're going to share it. Share the video. And I want you guys to come on in. This is live, uncut.
It is live, uncut,
unedited. All right. All right. Lunchtime. Let's see what Peggy Gay. I see you. I'm getting maintenance on my locks. I probably have to catch it on replay. That's good. That's okay. That's okay. You know, you can't get them all. Can't get them all. It's about time for me to get my maintenance on mine too as well. It's live, uncut, unedited. Come on in. Come on in. I appreciate every last one of you guys for tuning in. My YouTube family is growing, is growing, is growing. My Instagram family is growing and growing. I'm a Facebook man. I normally post on Facebook a lot, but I got to start sharing some of this knowledge to other platforms as well. You know, good afternoon, Big Drew on 79th. I see you. Deuce Love, my brother Deuce. All right. All right, people, let's get it rocking and rolling. All right, I posed a question earlier today and on my social media page, and I want to talk about it. It's enough. Who's not in, they won't be in. It's 12:02. Maybe I'll give it a couple more minutes. Couple more minutes. 26. We wait till about 50 people come on here. All right. Got 19 people. Come on, share the video, people. If you share the video, we won't have to worry about that. I'm sharing it now as we speak on my social media platforms. And man, I'm looking forward to having this discussion with you guys. You know, let's talk about black men. You know, we've been talking about women for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and the women have been rolling their eyes, saying little smart comments and all that. But you know, the truth is the truth. Now we're focused on black men, and now I'll give you the women a chance to come on my live and speak your piece and say what you have to say. I want to see what you have to say then. All right. And listen, I want to hear what you got to say. I'm willing to listen, even if I don't agree with it. Hey, it's not about me. It's about what the audience have to say. And that's what I'm focusing on. I'm a listening ear. And I want you guys to come on in and just share some love. Share some love now. Let us be respectful now. You know, some of you guys don't, too much care about relationships. You know, you're independent and, all that other stuff. You know how it is. All right. All right, people. I'm so glad to be living, as I say, in the land of living. Make sure you share on the Martin Johnson page. Those of you looking at it, share it on the page. Share it. Message it somebody. All right, we're taking calls too. And our call-in number is what?
Call-in number 872-299-0808. Or 872-297-6389.
All right. The question is, why some black men, not all men, are choosing to be with women that don't look like their parents? Other words, why are they choosing other races of people or nationality instead of the ones that look like them? Why? I'm asking the question. Why? Why are they doing that? Why are black men? Sharice, I see you. Sean Clemens, I see you. Somebody say, I want to know who want a woman like their mother. And that could be good and bad. You know, some brothers don't date black women, and they had their reasons. They had their reasons. I want to know. I'm listening. I want to know why black men date outside their race. Why they didn't choose a relationship with a minority or whoever. You know, we got right here in Chicago, we got migrants here. I see a lot of brothers. Well, I'm hearing about a lot of brothers mingling with the migrants, the Venezuelans. So that's what I'm hearing. I got a call or two. I got a call. And I need somebody to tell the truth. Y'all know this is where we tell the truth, and shame the death.
Shame the devil.
I got one caller, and I want to hear from what the caller got to say. All right, caller, let's go. Let me know if you got an echo or something. Come. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
So what's your take on this?
Well, from what I've seen, there's this woman that I'm friends with on Facebook, and she's married to a Caucasian man, and she's black. And so I never thought anything of it until one day I was reading a post, and she was talking about her black father and all the trauma that he caused her mother. And she was reading and posting from her deceased mother's diary. And it just talked about the horrible things that he took her mother through and all these he was a horrible person. He was awful. And I think that affected this woman to the point where she sees all black men as horrible. She sees her father in all black men. So I think that pushed her to date and marry white men. She is traumatized. Just the horrible things that I read out of her mother's diary. And I think it's the same way with a lot of black men. A lot of black men are traumatized. And I sat back, and I won't say no names, and watched this young black male from the time he was 10 years old call black women dirty. And they were all these horrible things. And I asked him, I said, well, is your mother dirty? Is your grandmother dirty? Is your great aunt, is she dirty? And he just looked at me. And, I believe a lot of it has to do with what people experience, what they witness as children. And it's a great amount of disdain and disgust under these choices that they're making. And they've been traumatized and they're disgusted, by what they've seen. And in their mind, their way of dealing with it is to not be bothered with any man or woman that looks like them, because they see the people that put them on that road of disgust and trauma in the first place. If you're a young black male and all you see your mother doing is drinking and smoking and partying and getting beat up and loose, and she don't do this, she don't do that, she cuss you out, she call you out your name, you're going to grow up looking at black women like, yuck. I've seen it. I have seen it. I know why. I never asked, but I've seen it. And I think that plays a major part in it.
It probably do, because I really wanted to know, and I'm glad she brought that out. A lot of men are probably disgusted at black women because of their mother. That's the first person they see as a woman. Right. That's probably that. Somebody said, Lawana said, Simpson, she said, I love all kinds of men. We are all mixed up anyways. America needs to realize we are all one human race. I don't know about all that, but I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Yeah, but I figure, and when I talk about one human race, I don't know about all that. Humans treat each other right. That's what we do. Yeah. Right. So, right. And let me just say something. I'm not on here to say it's good or a bad thing. Anybody know that I love black people, so I stick with my race. And I don't want to get on any hypocrite. Now I've seen white women look decent and Spanish women and different Asian women. I would never say that they all are unattractive. I would never say that. I'd be a hypocrite on here saying that. But I figured that my woman needs me. And when I say woman, black woman, that's what I look at. And I understand men that do that. I don't like it, but just my personal opinion. This is not a right and wrong answer, people. So don't go and say the crime chaser said this. Now I notice most have you observed that our athletes, top flight millionaire athletes, they run out and get them a white woman, but they was raised by a black family, black parents. And I, sometimes I'm like, man, why would they do that? I don't know. I would love to interview one of them, at least 2 or 3 of them, and ask them, why did you decide to go out and go outside your race? That, maybe that may be the case, what you said. And we'll see a lot of that. We see a lot of that, it's real talk. I mean, that's just my thoughts. I mean, some black women don't like it. They hate it. They despise it. And I understand. I'm not mad at nobody. So don't go and break up with your white girlfriend or your Hispanic girlfriend because Martin, no, this ain't what this is. We just asking a question. This is not a matchmaking. Hey, I didn't put you guys together. I'm definitely not gonna break you up. That's something listen, you won't. I won't have that on my conscience. Hey, love.
The black woman has always been sexualized, and she's always been good enough to lay up with. Since the beginning of time, we've been good enough to lay up with. We've been, violated and made to do things throughout history, forced, all types of things, but never good enough to be at the top of the food chain. And that's a mindset that has been set for black women. We're never good enough, just never good enough. You're good enough to be pounced on, up and down on, and made to do these and do that and do this. But society has always put black women at the bottom of the food chain. Yet we're the blueprint, of what most women want to look like. Whether she lays out in the sun and tan, gets a chemical put in her hair to frizz it up, lip injections, blood injections. That we are the blueprint of what society says is sexy. I'm old enough, Martin. I remember going to school in a predominantly white school, and kids making, little white girls making fun of how full my lips were. Now here we are in 2024, and it's a major industry for plumping lips. And I could think back and say, wow, it was all about envy and jealousy. A lot of things. Just a lot of things. They used to make fun of. Remember now, what was her name? Serena Williams, and she was in that competition, and the girl that she was going against, the young woman, the white girl, stuffed a pillow down her tennis short and was mocking Serena. He was mocking her, and I didn't find it funny because I knew what it was. It's the same as a minstrel show. The black face, the big red lips, and all that kind of stuff. All of that comes from envy and jealousy. It does.
I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say.
I love being black.
I love me some black folks. I'll tell you. And I ain't mad at nobody. I got friends that that's dating. I got a little cousin. I think he have a Spanish wife, Mexican wife, and they love each other. And I've never heard nothing bad about her, about him or her mistreating each other. So, I mean, it's each his own. People
I say date who you want, love who you want, marry who you want, make your life who you want. That's me.
Yeah,
I say, you just do what you want, date who you want, and marry who you want. Have children by who you want. It's your life.
Yeah. Somebody said,
I don't like Martin. I'm gonna say this. Yeah. Go ahead.
Quinn Child said, we are damaged people. Society made us that way. I don't blame my mother or my father that didn't know better. Okay, go ahead. And I got another caller. Go ahead, my sister.
What I don't like though, I'm seeing a lot.
Hold it. Mr. Tevin Jenkins said, why can't people just be attracted to whom they want without being questioned? This is America. You can be attracted to whoever you want to be without being questioned. And that's what we do. We judge each other. We look at each other and we make opinions and thoughts of each other. That's what we do. This is not about that. I'm asking a question. So don't come on here saying what I'm saying. I asked a question. If you was on here, the question is, why some black men, not all, are choosing to be with women that don't look like their parents? That's a question. There's no right and wrong answer. I said that in the beginning. It's recorded. It's documented. I said that. So it's not about here putting shame on a black man for messing with a white woman. I'm not on there, or vice versa. I'm asking why. It's a question. Listen, I asked a question, and listen, I'm looking for an answer. Go ahead, my sister, and I got a new caller. Go ahead.
What I don't like though, I've seen on posts where men, black, white, Asian, or whatever, on social media, and it was basically the same conversation. And they asked the white man, would he ever date a black woman? And he said no. Right off the top, oh, you're racist, you're this. No, it's called preference. If he don't want to date black women, that's like calling a straight man uh, uh, a basher that doesn't, because he won't kiss a man. That's his preference. That doesn't mean that he hates people because they're gay or transgender. That just means that that's not what he's into. Now we have this cancel culture. Oh, you're racist. If you have a black man that says that he won't date outside of his race, right off the top, he's considered, oh, you're racist. No. When is it okay to have a preference and say, I don't like heavy set women. I don't want to date black women because I'm not into black women. I don't want to date white women because I'm not into that. We're all this world is so stuck up on trying to out people and make people look bad for having a preference.
Okay, hold it right there, sister. Let's get the next caller. They've been holding long enough. All right, caller 6970. Hey, caller, you're live, uncut, unedited.
Hey, what's going on?
I thought that was my partner. I wasn't for sure. Go ahead, partner. Go ahead.
Listen here, Martin G. I'm going to try to answer the question, but don't revoke my black card. Please let me keep my black card.
No, you listen. Listen, hold on, my partner. Vera Giles Norris. There's no right and wrong answer to this. I'm just asking a question. That's all. I'm not trying to make a black man feel shame for dating a white woman. Me personally, listen, that's letting you know. Listen, I have dated white women. You know, I have dated. Okay, go ahead, Vera.
No, I'm with you 100%. Yeah. I just said, let me keep my black card.
Me too.
But let me say this. I personally have never, ever dated outside of my race. Ever, right?
Right.
However, I am saying now, as I'm looking at my daughters, I gave birth to 5 of them. I'm looking like, okay, if you find love, and if it don't look like your mother and your father, and if it's love, then go for love. Go for it. And I am okay with that. And when you ask the question, why might some men date women that don't look like their parents? If it's that same thing, because it's genuinely love, go for it, brother. But if it's because you got a problem with your black women, because you may have been hurt before by somebody that looked like your mama and your father, so you're going to go for a different race just because you still hating and you still hurt on the black woman, man, shame on you. Because guess what? You can look to the other race and be hurt too. So don't take that baggage and put it on the black woman because she's imperfect, and then go to another race because you think you done found your thrill. You think you done found everything that's all right. That may not be the case. But again, I don't want to preach to the choir, so I'm kind of straddling the fence. Although I ain't, and I said I ain't, just like that, just like my big mama would have said. I've never dated outside of my race. And and one of my favorite songs is that song, I Guess I See You Next Time. Y'all know the song, don't try to have me singing it. That's one of my favorite songs. I can't even say, I don't even know if I can sing that song about next lifetime. If I would say, I guess I'll see you next lifetime. I might see you next lifetime, right, man? I ain't got nothing against you. But I don't know, Martin. So again, to answer your question and to sum it up, if that's where you find love at, go for it. But if it's anything other than genuine true love, yeah, okay. Holla at us. Holla at us.
All right. Let me take the next caller. Let me take this call. 224 Eric Code. Come on, caller. Thank you for holding. What's your comment or concerns about the question we asked? Hey, caller. Hey, live old timer. I thought that was you. Go ahead, old timer. Talk to me.
Well, my personal opinion is that true enough, if you find love, wherever you think you might find it at. I just don't understand why we have to think that other people are better than our own people. It seems to be a problem that we just pick it up and we run with it. We don't want nobody to question us about it. We kind of like move away from the area where we were brought up at. We don't try to make things better. I just, and it's not stretching just to the Caucasians, it's stretching over to the Spanish and any other kind of woman that thinks it's better than our black women. And I just don't understand why we feel that other people are better than us.
Good question.
And when we don't have when we have a discussion about it, we don't seem to give a clear answer on it. Because when you pick up a lot of things that go with the other culture, it brings about things that you never did do into your community. Like your children may start doing little dance classes. Now we can have all of these things in our neighborhood, but it just doesn't seem like it's something that we prefer to do. But when you go and cross over into the other race, you pick up a whole different set of rules and regulations that you have to go by. And we seem not to have a problem with that. We just go with it. And so I think it's causing us more problems than what we want to admit. But, our ball players and some of our upper echelon black men, for some reason, they seem to travel in that direction. And, we need to try to fix that because it could come from the neighborhoods that we live in. We don't try to make it better. When you mostly deal with a Caucasian person, you may be out there in Laos, you may be out in some other part of Cook County that's not really black. But our areas, if it's not strong middle class, it seems to have a lot of downtrends to it. And nobody seems to try to make that better. So we have work to do, and that work is not going to stop. If we don't fix it ourselves, and then we still calling one another the N-word and doing a lot of things. I know this is not the question about the N-word, but man, we put ourselves down in a whole lot of ways that, we need to stop. And if we don't stop it, it's going to be a detriment to our race.
Hold it right there, old timer. Let me say something real quick. First of all, my name is Martin G. Johnson, aka the Crime Chaser, and this is my page, and I can talk about anything I want to talk about. Just like you can do it on your page. If you want to smoke, if you want to pop your booty, if you want to dress half naked, if you want to cuss and do drugs, you can do it on your page. I don't have a problem with it. If I don't like it, I know how to scroll right on past it. But let me just say this to whom it may ever concern or whom it concern. Listen, if this is not the page that you want to listen to, you can scroll on to unfriend yourself, delete. So I ain't got a problem with that. I have to remind people why everything got to be about race. It is about race. Let's quit shucking and jiving ourselves. It is about race. When that Constitution was written, it was written about race. That's what it was about. So don't come on here and tell me because you're afraid, or your white girlfriend or your white husband, whatever, boyfriend, whatever, you're afraid to talk about race. And if he's honest, he know and she know. Be honest. White people don't respect cowards. They respect real men and women that's going to talk about real issues. Real issues. And that's what we're talking about on this page. Real issues. Real issues. We got a new caller. I'm going to take that new call. I just want to throw that out there because I read something I didn't really, and it's not about race on here. It can be about race, but everything is about race. When you fill out that job that you're looking at me right now, they ask you, what was your race? White, black, other, whatever. They ask you. So why you didn't ask them when you fill out the application, why they put race in it? When a cop pulled you over in the black community and you call them racist because you was in the black community, why you do that? But anyway, let me get off that. That's a long story. 7295. Come on. 7295. Last 4 digits of your phone number. Come on, caller.
Hello, hey, how are you?
I'm great. Good afternoon.
Okay, I'm calling because I do see your topic today.
Yeah.
And I like how you just said that real clear. Like you can say what you want to say on your page. You are absolutely correct. And just like you say that it is about race. It is about race. Mm-hmm. And I keep trying to tell people racism is alive every day.
Mm-hmm.
Even though our mothers and fathers and grandmamas went through that, but it's still alive. Now, far as the men dating white women, I don't have a discrepancy with that. But me, myself, frankly, I'm not going to go outside my race just because I feel like, oh, the man that I've dealt with wasn't right to me. So I'm going to run to a white man thinking that, oh, it's going to be peaches and cream because they just as crazy as the black man is. Mm. Just like the white woman is just as crazy as the black woman is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know some people I have some family members that do the interracial dating, whom has a white woman. My sister is currently dating a white man at this point because she feels like, oh, well, I want to go outside my race and I want to see what's going on. But see, guess what? At the end of the day, I still got to hear a conversation that she say, oh, this motherfucker ain't no motherfucking different. But I'm not trying to use curse words, excuse my French. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't, how can I put this? Because I have never dated outside my race. Never. I haven't even had the inkling or the thought of that because I feel like, just like if they put you in a pack of wolves and you're going to come out standing strong, what don't break me only can make me stronger. So me dealing with my black men, I love my black men. And the things that I go through, you got to go through something in order to know something. Because ain't nobody woke up like no Willie Einstein. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody think they know what they talking about. No, you got to go through something in order to know something.
That's right. That's right.
And I love, yes, black power. Yes, I love my black men. And I love my beautiful black women, too. Now, I'm not saying I don't date women, but I'm just saying everybody is beautiful.
That's right.
Yeah. And you just got to give a person a chance. And what it is what we have a problem with. No one wants to understand one another. Mm-hmm. We always lashing out at each other. Nobody's talking to each other. We talking at each other. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the communication can be off, which can put you in a place where you don't understand what's really going on. So once you get the clear understanding of what's going on, you'll be more peaceful. Mm-hmm. You'll be both peaceful in a relationship and also peaceful with yourself.
Beautiful.
But I ain't gonna hold you up on the phone for a long time.
Thank you.
I just want to say you're doing a great job, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Okay.
You too. Thank you.
And God bless you.
God bless you. 912 area code. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, pardon. Go ahead, respond. Pardon. Go ahead. Go ahead. No. Go ahead, respond. Pardon. Pardon. Go ahead, respond.
I want to respond to her. She. Okay, I think it's a delay. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm hearing a delay, but I'm here. So you know what she said? Great stuff. The first thing is that you know the white women are complaining as well. I have friends, so I'm not prejudiced. You know, I have learned to love all people, but I learned to love myself and my people more. You know, it then starts at home. So I learned to love people first. I love people that look like me. And as far as the race card may be concerned. But I've talked to other women, and I've proved that some of the things that those women are complaining about, it's like, well, wait a minute. Then the same thing that you know, old boy doing is the same. He got the same thing. So I seen somebody in the comments say, stay away from black women. Well, guess what? Black women have been told the same thing. Stay away from black women. But I'm gonna tell the truth and say the devil. I'm not staying away from my black son. I'm not staying away from my black son. I'm not staying away from my cousins and my people. Why would I do that? Why would you send somebody to stay away from black women when if you a black man, you got a black woman? So are they supposed to stay away from your mama when she need help too? Is that why she can't help and the assistance that she needs? Because he got to stay away from the black woman? Are you kidding me? How dare we say that about no? Love who you gonna love regardless of what they race is. If you love them and if that's working for you, then be happy. But don't look over at your own skin color and have some hate because of an experience you had. We ain't all, everybody ain't the same.
Absolutely correct.
So I just had to tell that truth and shame the devil. And again, Martin, because you do have to be clear, because some folks will take what you say and run with it. This ain't about racism. We can learn to love ourselves. Is it okay for a black woman to love herself? Is it okay for a black man to love himself and other people without anybody else getting offended?
Thank you.
Is that okay? Because if I hold conversations with some of my white friends right now, if I call them and ask them, if you ever date a black man, you know what they probably have to say to me? No, Vera, I ain't never did and I never will. I'm not gonna be mad.
Right. They have a preference.
Yeah, right. We all have a preference. And you know, people love to try to come on and twist up things. So that's why I like to straighten them out. Straighten them out. And if they was on here when I first talked, I said, there's no right and wrong answer. There's no right and wrong answer. And I said, I'm not on here to break up anybody because I didn't put you together. I just want to know why. That's all I'm asking. Why? But my last caller, 912. Come on, I think that's Sarge. 912. Hey, caller. 912.
Hey, what's going on, Martin?
I won't hear nothing about no military now. Come on. You Good. Go ahead, Sarge. Because you know,
please, you start. Now, the sisters had it on point. It's all about preference. I mean, some people like Coca-Cola, some people like Pepsi. Some people specifically like tequila. Some people specifically like cognac. They don't like the others. So, you know, if there ain't a face that you waking up to in your bed, you know what I'm saying, what it is. Yeah, it's all about preference. I went through that this past holiday weekend. You know, I was having casual conversation with somebody. You know, I wasn't trying to push up on it. We just having casual conversation.
You already know what it is.
That was interested. Yeah, way from the other room. Oh, so you trying to give her your phone number? I'm like, you know what? My mom used to say, if you found some business of your own and mind it, you'll have something to do. If you found some business of your own and mind it, you'll have something to do. Then, you know, my partner, that was a friend of his wife, and she's like, well, you know, she's you know, trying to talk her up to something. I'm like, that woman looks like she jumped right off the pancake box of Aunt Jemima mix. I don't date women that size. Well, you know, she's a nice person. I don't care if she's a nice person. I don't date women that size.
You have a preference. I turned into EVE.
I turned to the Easy from the movie Straight in the Compton. What, I look thirsty? I look thirsty to you? I look thirsty?
You're not wrong. You
know what I'm saying? But then I'm the one that said I'm body shaming.
No.
I'm body shaming because that's just not how I roll.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people need to do. They need to dig themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my point overall as I land this plane, whatever it takes to doggone reestablish a nuclear black family, if that's what it takes, it needs to be done. Because the black family as a whole has just damn near disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
The two-parent household and all that, it's gotten to the point now, you got these young men, they don't even want to get married because they've been fed this concept of, well, if you get divorced, you're going to take half your stuff. And it don't even apply to them. They ain't got enough of stuff to take half of it.
Right.
That only applies if you have put a woman into a lifestyle. If you put a woman into a lifestyle that she otherwise could not afford to live based on her education or her employability, then yes. We ain't rich folk on here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, they're under the wrong impression, and it's so much going on. People are being misguided, miseducated, and they're rolling with it because it sounds good to them, because it doesn't stay capped, especially the why buy the cow when you get the milk for free concept.
Mm.
Hey,
that makes sense.
Well, let me listen. I heard everything you said. Have you ever dated a white woman?
No, I ain't never dated a white woman.
Okay.
We did the horizontal mambo time of '86, but I ain't never dated.
Okay.
Dating with me means we're consistently a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So that's dating to me. Now, just because we bumping and grinding, that don't mean we dating.
That's true.
Well,
that's how I look at it.
Listen, hold on. Let me just talk about something now. If you tricking off with a woman, that's dating. That's a date. You trick off with a white woman. Yeah,
they put that porn out there on those white women more so than they did black women. So a lot of men done did the, what do you call it, the mumbo jumbo hojo, whatever you're doing when you doing what you're doing with Hannah. I mean, they put that out there too. So that's a form of being in a relationship, is it? Or is it not?
No, if you're not in the booth, you're not in the booth. I mean, I was a DJ in Europe for some years. And you know what's over in Europe. So I was getting it in. Lovely life. Just like I was getting it in the United States. Lovely life.
Okay.
But I wasn't with you see me with this one woman and they know, oh, that's the DJ's woman.
Well, if you was in an entanglement with one, you was dating one.
That's it. Well, brother, listen.
Well,
you tricking
in the booth for 5 minutes. Y'all was in entanglement, and that's a relationship. Hello?
No, it ain't. That's a Jada Pinkett Smith mess entanglement. Let's just keep it real. I'm not using them celebrity terms.
Okay.
That's like with the sisters. I'll be like, give me the nappy and make me happy.
What that mean, nappy?
You know the texture I have.
No, man, come on. That's what we've been told. We got good hair too. We got good hair.
No, just Martin. Look, Martin. It ain't a good or bad hair thing. I'm talking about a texture thing. You know what I'm saying? And the texture of my hair is not Barbie texture hair.
Well, let me educate you. Well, let me educate you real quick on something. Hair that usually hangs like that, straight down like that, that's animalistic style of hair. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna educate you, but you can look it up. That's animalistic. Okay, okay. All right. Just want people to know we got to educate people, because sometimes people get on here and they hate themselves. They hate themselves. And we don't want that. We'll listen.
Yeah, that's that Neanderthal hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of us try to imitate it too. But it's it.
Yeah.
But okay, hold on, man. They told me to let you. They told me to let you stop rattling, because you just keep rattling off. You didn't see it in the comments. So why you letting that guy rattle?
No, I ain't looking at the comments.
Okay.
They don't pay my bills.
That's right. That's right, Brett Sarge. They don't pay your bills.
Last time I checked, this is the Martin G. Johnson
That's
show,
it.
not the chat room show.
That's it, bro. Hey, listen. Let me hit this.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
That's it. I want to hear from my first caller. Hey, 3699, first caller. We're gonna close it out. Then I'm going down the line. Go ahead, first caller. Yeah.
Well, it's, like I said earlier, it's all about preference. I don't like Louisiana hot sauce. I don't like French hot sauce. I swear by Valentina in the black label, the hottest one. That's just me. Should I be canceled because I don't like French hot sauce or Louisiana? No. And it's the same thing with race and dating. Just because someone says, "Oh, I would never date a black woman," now he's racist. No, that's not what he's into. It's that simple. You got people afraid to speak their mind out of fear that here comes the pitchforks and the chains and the sticks with fire on the tip of them, because they just keeping it real about what they like, and that needs to stop. If a man says that he would never date a white woman, it's not that he does not like white people in general, it's that he does not prefer to lay with a white woman. Just leave it at that. You have some guys that don't like a big butt. You got guys that don't like little butt. You got guys that don't like a certain texture of hair or a certain hue of complexion or whatever it is. Just leave it at that and stop digging. They say if you find yourself in a hole and you keep digging, it's just gonna get deeper. Just stop and let people be people and let them like what they want to like. That's it.
All right, Vera, go ahead, my partner.
You know what? Hey, listen. The question was what it was. And those that, got offended by it, shame on you, because it was just a question. And before you get offended, just answer the question, because maybe someone could have a different way of looking at things based off of your answer. But I'm going to stick to this. If you are sleeping, well, maybe not sleeping, doing the rumpo jumbo mungo with someone of the other race, then as far as I am concerned, you are in a relationship or have been in a relationship with one. That's my story. I'm going to stick to it.
All right, Sarge, land the plane, man. Land the plane. You're the last one.
Yeah, that being the case, I guess I was in a relationship with some African women too that I met over in Europe, and we was doing the humbo mumbo, the waka wow.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah,
Sarge,
back to the States.
Sarge, before you land that plane, let me straighten somebody out on here real quick. Mr. Eric Hoover, he said, why is it about black and white? I have a child with an Asian, so what that mean? you listen, we never said it was about black and white. You ain't listening to you evidently you came in late, you wasn't listening. We never said it. We never said it was about black and white. We never said that. Never said that. There's other women out here besides white. There's Spanish women, Venezuelan women out here, Cuban, Dominican, Republican women. It's all types of women out here. African women.
And
go ahead.
But that was used with race. So
right.
That was used more than one. And
right.
So that related to more than just. So he was late, like G. Johnson. He got late.
Right. And, but see, one thing I know about America, They're afraid to have a real conversation about race relationships anyway. They're afraid because their partner, especially if they're in an interracial relationship with another person that's from another race, they want to make their partner feel comfortable. But in some cases, your partner will feel uncomfortable. If you're knowing that the partner that you're dating is a Caucasian, and she know that the things that her people have done to black people, so she wants you to totally forget about that, wipe your history away, but she wants you to remember about her history. Something wrong with that. Something is wrong. Forget about that. No, we can't forget about that. You know, I knew a buddy, still living, got a white wife, love his wife, but that don't stop his blackness. He black as could be. Period. You know, no disrespect. Somebody said that's all they hear, black and white. That's all you want to hear is black and white. That's all you want to hear. It's more than that, bro. Go ahead, Sarge.
If that's all they want to hear, they need to go into the Rosewood Massacre. They need to go into the doggone riots in Springfield, Illinois. They need to go to the St. Louis riot. They need to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma riot. They need to go to all these different riots. The Watts riots. All these riots. Now pick one out, even what would they call themselves? The Moo-Moos or the Woo-Woos in Philadelphia, so they dropped the bomb on the house.
Sarge, you supposed to be landing this plane, man. You done gone off into the army field. Okay, come on now.
All right. I am landing it. In 85, they did that. Now, check this out. They want to talk about all this black and white. Go ahead, name me one. Name me one mass, all this with these riots that were started by black folks.
Okay.
The only one they can name is the brother that doggone led the slave revolt back in the day.
All right.
They can name him.
Sarge, hold it, man. You hold it. Let me go to this last caller, man. 4093. I'll come back to you, Sarge. 4093. Come on, caller.
I hear what you're saying, man, and that's a good program that you got. It all depends how deep we want to buy into it. We have to look real deep within ourselves to see if this even mean anything. Because most of us think that we're going to marry somebody black. And if we don't marry somebody black, we know that every now and then it does happen. But we need to try to find out what's going on. The brother talking about the hair. Man, forget that. Why would we even be concerned about that? We should be concerned more about the texture and the completeness of our race, because people just don't like us. Let me tell you, I worked in the place, and I'm not saying it's just to be random. I worked in the place, and not one, and when I say one, I mean not one person I knew dated a black woman. That was Caucasian, that was Indian, that was Hispanic, that was Chinese, and I worked there for 47 years. Not a one. And when they got off work, they went their way, and we went to the black community. Not only that, they don't have very much positive things to say about our race.
Tell the truth and shame.
So I'm just trying to tell you what we need to do. We need to prize our own race and lift one another up, because we find a lot of things wrong with our race. This brother talking about some Ken and Barbie. That shouldn't even come up. You see, but we say all kind of crazy stuff that we can find little dents and, things about our race that make us less than other people. And other people, when they hear that, they see us arguing with one another. They see the sports players arguing with one another. Man, they count all that against us. And so we have to look at ourselves as being some kind of value. And if we don't, then we're going to say all these type of things. We're going to jump to other races. That's all I got to say.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
All right, Sarge. I promise you I was coming back to you. You got to land the plane now. Sarge?
All right, I'll land the plane with one name. Nat Turner. Why ain't nobody talk about him?
Okay. Okay. Well, who was Nat Turner? Maybe you can educate us for those that don't know.
Okay, Nat Turner, during the age of slavery, you know, he was in the church and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Read the Bible, read the real without the redacted slaves.
The Bible
Bible,
of Nat Turner.
and led a revolt.
Mm-hmm.
And they was out there whipping tail. You know, I got to keep a PG-13 on the show. They was whipping tail. Martin is whipping tail. But it ain't happening no more. Not at least that I'm familiar with.
Yeah, well, it have happened. That wasn't the only revolt. That was just one that you hear about all the time. So you can do a little bit more research, because that's all we refer back to is that one revolt. But it's been many revolts. They just have buried the history. You know, just buried the history.
Right. And that's something that we need to be discussing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, but when it comes to all with the dating thing, like I said, the bottom line up front, from my view, is if it's gonna doggone rebuild the nuclear family, so these black children have two different parents to look at, and they're gonna get two different perspectives. The boy's gonna have that man to look at and know what not to do. It's a plus.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna land the plane now. Since everybody got theirs out, I want to land mine too. I want to say this to black people: no matter who you date, if you date an Asian person, Mexican, a Latino, or white person, that baby is black. Especially if y'all can see, we are the dominant gene. I'm just gonna tell you that, and that's fact. You can't get around that. You cannot get around that. Our blood, our genes, is the dominant one. Period. And I'll rest my case on that. Y'all have a wonderful lunch. Thank you for letting me borrow you for lunchtime. If you haven't, if you couldn't watch it all, make sure you come back and watch it and share it with somebody. This is live, uncut, unedited. Y'all already know what it is.
What it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
And this is the most important part.
I love being black. I love being black.
All right, y'all. Enjoy y'all lunch. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all later on tonight. I'll be on tonight. Live, uncut, unedited. Peace out. Peace out. All right. Peace out. All right.